We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Watch 52. 52's the mic. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Jackson's pass.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Catch.
Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go. Go. Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Yeah. Hey, Lobo. Bring it.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Right back to him on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jackson now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. 48, right now, let's go. I'm on. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 26. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gators.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And the first down, Chiefs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And, oh, look at that, a diving catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready. Hey, let's go. Hey, check 24.
Play action. Now Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll try and run it, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Slam, slam, slam. 1, 2, snap. Short.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give him the 1st down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Check this. Undercut. Hey, watch it. Recon, 132 fighter. Tight dog. Ready.
Play action. It's Hill. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Check 13. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Bang. Check. Lucky.
Out of the gun, Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped down the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
No. Greystone, travel. 52. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 28, Carmen. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Here we go. Mike there.
From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they give this time to the tailback. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
60 Pittsburgh.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Watch the twist. 36.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Check 99. Check 99. Check it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
55, Mike 55. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing is Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Rush in. Rush in.
From the 38, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Big hit. All day. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 35. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Ready? 50, plant. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Really nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. X3. 218, jump. Check. Brando. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Please,
This is McCaffrey. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the 36, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Let's go. Check back. Get it.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Hill. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On second down, Dobbins shifts by him, and some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
We got this.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal.
You go! 60 outlaw. Any weapon.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. This time, the extra point up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get